Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either Randy Chavez coming at you today with a VeVe OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. I would say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. So OMI relatively flat over the last 24 hours, down about 0.4%. It was generally a good day for crypto yesterday. A lot of things, most things were up. OMI didn't really outperform anything. That just comes off the heels of there not being any negative news in crypto. Things are relatively quiet. OMI did not have a lot of volume, had less than $1 million, did not outperform the markets either. S&P 500, the Dow, and the Nasdaq all outperformed. But again, OMI not doing too bad considering all the negative news that has been surrounding crypto in general. And then you do have that one wallet dumping billions of OMI, which again, I'd rather them dump down here so that this way they are kind of taken out of the game, whoever they are, whether it be bad actors or someone that was just forced liquidated. I've been buying more. I should get that 150 mark before the end of the month, and then that means anything I have in December that I get, because I'll be at that 150 mark. If I get another million or 2 or 3 million OMI, I will trade that next year as OMI goes up. We're not 100% sure when a lot of these burning mechanisms will be introduced. But we do know on the development roadmap that this will be updated about once a month as per Puddin' Cheeks. So I am very excited to, I'm checking that multiple times a day, and I really shouldn't. It's just something that I'm pumped. It might not happen until the end of this month, might not happen until early next month. Speaking of that time frame, we do have crypto pay-in, which I do expect a lot of things in the app to rise with that in order to do that. I've been selling a bunch of things so I can get more OMI. I sold another logo the other day, so that'll help me get a little bit more next month when that comes in. That hopefully that comes in before the end of this month, but depending on how long business days, I think it's 5 to 7 business days that they have in order to go and get you your funds for VeVe. Last time I did it, it only took like 3 days, and that included a weekend. So I'm really hoping that comes in, like I said, later this month. We'll see. Still haven't sold any of my Lokis, but I'm getting real close. If OMI drops any lower, it might go down. Now, I did say I'd never sell, but in this case, it would be, I think, irresponsible of me to not buy OMI at these levels. And then, again, 90% of my net worth will go to charities in the future, most of which retaining to animals. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. But some of the big news for today is Disney, and obviously a lot of this news that, that I will be going over has happened already. This is just an article from Benzinga. So, the title is NFT Possibilities for Disney Are Extraordinary, How Bob Iger's Return Could Propel Web3 Growth. With recent struggles for the Walt Disney Company, a former CEO is being brought in to help the sister company forward. Could that next phase of growth include deeper connection in the world of Web3? Well, Disney did announce on Sunday that CEO Bob Chapek had stepped down and is being immediately replaced by Bob Iger, who previously served as CEO of the company for 15 years. This man is responsible not only for Star Wars, being introduced to it, Marvel Comics. I'm sorry, not Marvel Comics. Oh no, I think Marvel Comics as well. And the most recent Fox deal as well, and also was CEO and probably had to give a stamp of approval for VeVe as well. So I think him coming back does spell out good things for VeVe, and again, more on that in a bit. The implementation of Iger as CEO could help the company improve on several items, including relationships with theme park goers, not raising the price of Disney Plus as often, and making amends with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. You do not want to have a fight with the government. I do like DeSantis, but also you do not want to have a fight with Disney. These are fights that do not need to happen. Hopefully a lot of these relationships can be remedied. Article goes on to say that Iger has been a vocal supporter of the metaverse, NFTs, and Web3 overall. Previously, after stepping down as chairman of Disney, Iger went to join the board of directors of Genies, a metaverse-related company. Iger also invested in Genies, said he was particularly interested in companies that were using the technology for disruptive purposes and, where possible, the intersection between technology and creativity. Where have I said disruptive purposes before? Oh, yeah, VeVe. Iger explained that he was attracted to Genies because of the ability for users to create and sell their own virtual goods. This is, again, something else that you'll be able to do in the VeVeverse because it is scripted that way. It has its own language where you're able to go and code that. Absolutely bananas. Genies does have a partnership with Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group and has onboarded musicians including Justin Bieber, Rihanna, and Cardi B to the platform. Imagine, letting someone buy a Mickey Mouse avatar, customizing it in a way that not only would we never allow it before, but kind of hard to do in the physical world, Iger said. Genie offers tools that offer its users create avatars, digital clothes, and operates an NFT marketplace where we can sell their creations. Genie uses Flow blockchain owned by Dapper Labs, the company behind NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of NFL All Day. NBA Top Shot has had some issues. A lot of other companies in this bear market has had issues. So I do think Disney is in a place where anyone with a couple $1 billion can be able to go and buy a bunch of these companies up if they need to. Again, you could buy them up. You could just get the licenses. There's many opportunities for companies like Disney and maybe VeVe in order to go and have some get some licenses, or even, like I said, absorb other companies. Along with Iger, you'll find some familiar names that have invested in Genies called Bond Capital, Dapper Labs, Coinbase Ventures, Coinbase Global, Priyanka Chopra, Camila Cabello, and Paris Hilton are also investors in Genie. Outside of joining Genies and investing in the company, Iger has been vocal about the huge opportunity a company like Disney could have in the NFT space and the metaverse. Quote, when you think about all the copyright and trademarks characters Disney has and the NFT possibility, they're extraordinary, end quote. Iger added that in the future there could be an explosion of things being created, traded, and collected in the world of NFTs. They can be digital, and they have meaning to people. Chapek had previously hinted at Disney's potential in the metaverse, but, quote, we believe the opportunity for Walt Disney Company goes well beyond these channels. It extends to the sports betting, gaming, and metaverse, end quote, Chapek said earlier this year, calling metaverse opportunities top of mind for the company. Interesting that he said sports betting as well. Maybe Disney could do something like that with ESPN, which they also own. Why it's important. One of the largest and most recognizable brand companies in the world, Disney has been slow to adapt to the world of the metaverse and NFTs. The company partnered with digital collectibles platform VeVe to launch NFTs of Star Wars, Marvel, and Pixar characters. Outside of partnership, the company has been relatively quiet in the NFT space. Well, why is that? I think Disney knows the phrase, a little bit of knowledge can be very dangerous. Again, Disney is not too great at making video games. Almost no company in this world has a really extensive or intimate knowledge of NFTs. So what did Disney do? They partnered with a company that is absolutely intimate with not only collecting, but being disruptive and NFTs in general on the blockchain. And they're kind of, what VeVe's doing to all of these brands is kind of taking their hand and walking them through everything step by step. And one could imagine that David and Dan are so busy because many of these major executives at these companies don't want to deal with anyone outside of the major executives over at VeVe, like the CEO and COO. So it might be a little hard for David and Dan to hire some people for them to deal with them, because most of the other companies in the world, such as Universal, Disney, WB, DC, etc., really kind of just want to deal with David and Dan themselves. Again, just speculation. Previous rumors have popped up that Disney could acquire an NFT company like Dapper Labs, which could create synergies with its ESPN sports property and sports-related NFTs. Again, they were talking about NBA Top Shot before and NFL All Player. I don't even know what the heck that is. But if you do have NBA Top Shot and DraftKings is struggling, I could picture sports being a major thing. And again, I've said this before, maybe on stream, it did not make sense to go and try to buy VeVe in the last 2 years, because they were plagued with bots. They had issues being on a no-name chain like GoChain before they were on Immutable X, and then they didn't even have payout. Now they fixed all of those things, and they're about to have crypto pay in, as well as crypto pay out within the next couple of months. Crypto pay in should be within like the next 4-ish weeks, give or take. Should be before December. Hopefully my birthday on December 15th. Again, hopefully before the end of the year. And now, because again, Bob Iger is very notorious for adding amazing brands to Disney, I believe an opportunity, or at least an offer, might be made to be able to purchase VeVe at this time. Bob Iger being very smart, I just, any whiff of this, 15-30 minutes of research into this, even if he had zero idea what NFTs are, would you rather have VeVe or Dapper Labs? Not even a hard call. Obviously, VeVe would be much more expensive than Dapper Labs, I think. Benzinga also reported earlier this year that Disney had several job postings that mentioned NFTs in the job descriptions. Iger was calling out huge opportunity Disney had in the metaverse and NFTs even after he left the company. Now in charge of Disney again, Iger can create a path in Web3 for Disney. While Iger rejoining the company could be great for Disney's direct-to-consumer and theme park businesses, it should not be underestimated that the move could also propel Disney forward in the fast-growing world of Web3. Known for making large acquisitions like Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars parent Lucasfilm, Iger transformed Disney by recognizing brands that could power the company ahead. Acquisitions in the NFT and Web3 space shouldn't be out of the question either for Disney to gain a strong entry in the sector. I think that either Disney decides to go and if they'll probably make an offer for VeVe, and most likely that offer will be rejected unless they grossly overpay. Again, David and Dan, this is their baby. This is their legacy. This is, again, obviously they've been working on it for years, but they didn't do it for like a quick flip. They're doing this because they love it. I know I've been privileged to have many conversations with them. They just love it. This is passion above anything. And again, bet on the horse or bet on the jockey. In this case, you can bet on both. I don't think they would let it go, even for, let's say, double or triple what the company's worth right now. Well, even if Disney were to offer $10 billion, I don't think they would take it. So that being said, if you can't buy them, buy the competition around. I mean, you already have an intimate relationship with VeVe, and maybe instead of buying them, maybe Bob Iger might say, like, okay, let's say if you're worth $2 billion, then how much would 1% of the company be? Well, that would be 200. That'd be about $20 million for 1% of the company. Maybe Bob Iger would say, like, how about I give you $30 million for 1% of the company? And that's if they're just valued at a $2 billion valuation, which I think they're worth more. Overpaying for just a small piece of the company, I think would be good on Iger's part. But again, there are many other opportunities for companies that are bleeding money, like DraftKings, like Recur, like other companies that are just, have overpaid for licenses, and the NFTs are just not good. I do believe that there are other opportunities that Disney can do elsewhere as well, when most likely, if they do make an offer on VeVe, it would probably be rejected just because, again, it's their baby. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments good for the YouTube algorithm. Comment what your thoughts are down below. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashie. Bye-bye, Dashie. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow.